Bueno, yo voy a explicar un poco.
I would like to explain, well, the experience that we've had in an international cooperation project with gvSIG and the help that we have offered to teachers and students together with the University of Bahir Dar in Ethiopia. So the name of the project is a bit long, but it's to strengthen a department that has just been created working on the disaster risk management. And what we would like with this project is to strengthen the work that has been done by this department as far as the food security and agricultural productivity is concerned. As you might know, Ethiopia is a country suffering from periods of hunger. So apart from suffering them, they have also other kinds of problems because 80% of the population is living in the countryside and they cannot harvest anything. There's not enough crop for the rest of the year. The Ethiopian government is fully aware of the situation, and through the universities they are working on food security and to make sure that we are trying to solve the situation.
We've been working with a department that was established in 2005. In 2007, the master's degree on disaster management was created, and currently there are studies on food safety and flood management. So to be able to develop the training of most of these people, they need some background on geography and information. So the idea is to have a GIS capacity building for students and educators. So we will have plotters, tablets, computers, and handheld GPS devices. And the problem is that they don't have the adequate training. So we perform training using gvSIG as an introduction on the area of geography. The first year they requested ERI licenses. So we told them that there was a possibility to spend the money in hardware instead of spending money in licenses, and they were extremely happy. They used tablets with GPS and 3G technology, which is very interesting to collect field data that are geo-referenced with images. They use a software called Orux Maps for their tablets, and the functionalities were absolutely excellent for them, and this is something they've been using very much. They are really making the most of tablets. But there was a problem with the SIG software. The problem is that they received training at a time they could not implement their newly acquired knowledge. So there was a gap between theory and practice. So they learned a lot on SIG, but they would have to wait quite a long time prior to implement this knowledge. So we had to refresh their memories often. So we traveled there and they traveled here, but we needed a more agile interaction. So sometimes when we went there, not everyone who was interested in this was available or could attend this, so we decided to go more horizontal. At the Jaume I University, there's a Master for Peace and Development, and there is a subsection of this master degree on disaster risk management. So we thought that it might be interesting if we could have an exchange, an interchange of students. But so an postgraduate course was born, whereby the University of Bagisbar gave a module on disaster risk management, which is quite interesting for the Jaume I University students. And there were two other modules. One would be Web 2.0 and 3.0. And then there was an SIG internship. So you have the three modules. The first one was provided by the Ethiopian university, whereas the other two modules, Web 2.0, 3.0, and the internship, were taught by the Spanish university professionals. So then the question was what tools to use. This course had to be online, so this would allow people to choose when to attend, and there was a broad range of people who could participate. Since this was online, we required an environment to store the information, to have a forum, so we decided to use EVAI, Interactive Learning Environment, and it was called EVAI again. So there was a research center that was already using this tool. Of course, the idea was to use open source software so that no money was spent in licenses, and the system or software could be used on different computers and devices. Also, the tools we chose was quite comprehensive, had sextanti, so there was no limitation, nor did we have to use external tools during the training courses. Simultaneously, learning material was produced and developed, especially as regards Web 2.0, risk management, and GIS. This material was quite comprehensive, quite complete, and some demos were prepared so that they could see step by step how things were done. So they had hard copies, and along with the hard copies there were some video clips prepared for them so they could go online and check how it all worked. We decided to open this course with students from Ethiopia, Spain, a few from Colombia enrolled or registered. There were agronomists, topographers, architects. It's interesting that when the course was open in Ethiopia, we thought it would be especially interesting for university teachers and the risk management master students. But to our surprise, many others decided to enroll. Professionals who were already working on risk management, but not in the academia, like UNICEF professionals and other civil servants. So at the end of the registration period, 28 students had enrolled. Conclusions. GIS is a small part of the overall project. This has been quite successful. Once the funding is used up, we will make sure that it will continue. We have learned that it is important to carefully decide when the courses are held. So gvSIG is a guarantee of independence. So this software is excellent because you are not tied to specific companies. The idea of this course was to at least explain the basic gvSIG concepts well, for them to have a foundation, the basics. This cooperation has not been hierarchical, but rather horizontal. We have learned what their needs were. We learned what their needs were and responded to that. They are quite they're very good experts as regards risk management, and we've tried to help out to contribute with our knowledge of Web 2.0 and gvSIG. This is one of the professors who teaches risk management in Ethiopia, and we have all learned the following. I've learned how to work with the community, from the community, and to give to the community everything that we learn from it. Thank you. Thank you, Pau. Questions? Could you please mention the main difficulties or hindrances when it came to exchanging knowledge because of the very different cultures, or has everything ran smoothly? The main difficulty has been the methodology of working. We prepared everything with time, and we gave them all the information they needed, and we thought that everything was ready, so when we got there it would all roll smoothly. And as we got there, we learned that they had all the information, but they hadn't really prepared anything. Time goes by at a different pace there. So people take things calmly. So we realized that if you want to do this kind of project, you can't have a very strict schedule, schedule. Any question? Any further question for our speakers? Very well then. So, thank you very much. We we'll start with the next session right away.